No, I completely agree. This is what everybody has been saying. That at this point, you can't be planning for another election when the country is in turmoil. And you have seen that already. You can't keep deceiving yourself.
They are talking of doing. Why? How can you use the constitution when people are not even agree their elections? No, they have to have an election first.
The truth is that the constitution that is doing is a fraud. Nobody sat down to put together the 1999 constitution except the military.
What I say is, let's have the people who say yes. This is where we are born with. And they give themselves a name. You understand? But
that's been our position.
Even the name here is given by economists.
No, it was by prostitute. Laura. Yeah. For sure. Just look around and say this is Niger area.
Yeah, even Ghana changed its name. It was Africa, they say no, we are Ghana. Burkina Faso was
changing their name.
You have to bear someone's name, bear someone's laws.
And bear somebody's mercy. You know, your brother now. Buhari, everybody that's wait, let them finish. Let's wait.
You're not taking.
No, wait. You said that you campaign for me. That means you saw me at the campaign.
I say you promoted
now. So I promoted Buhari. No, you say I promoted Buhari. Yes, and you can say it with your chest. As a Muslim.
If it's until you deny Sahara, then we can now
say the point I'm making is that Sahara reporters existed before Buhari.
Of course,
it was in 2006 endeavor. That's when it started officially. Sahara reporters worked against Obasanjo in 2006.
Absolutely, yes.
Who did he promote then? Do you remember? Nobody. When he worked against Totten, was he promoting any candidate? No. When he worked against Yaradua, who is from your region, and somebody benefited from it, who is from another region, who you people didn't want to be president at that time, the person's name is Jonathan. Did he campaign for Jonathan? No. It was when Jonathan came to power. No, wait now.
Voted in 2000.
Exactly.
Massively.
Yes, in the north. Was it because of Sahara reporters? Exactly. Was it not your personal decision?
Yes, it's our personal decision.
So when Jonathan was misbehaving, they're using Nigeria's money to buy bra. Now, did anybody as Sahara reporter tell you to vote for Buhari in the north?
But you are an inspector.
No, wait now. You don't have to lie now.
No, I'm not lying now, but can you
did you read? No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm taking you through the process. Yes. Did you read anywhere Sahara reporters in which somebody said vote for Buhari in the north?
You must not say vote.
No, now wait. So you mean that all of the 11 million people, 12 million people that have been voting for Buhari for 3 subsequent years when he failed, all of them were reading Sahara reporters?
No, but in this case,
completely. The reason I took you through that process is that Sahara reporters have always been against bad government.
So now who is the good government then? Who is coming? Bad government.
No, but Jonathan is bad. It was for Nigerians. No, wait now. It was for Nigerians to vote for 10 candidates. To choose between more than 10 candidates.
We have contestants.
No. 2 candidates. So now we now go to wait now. We now go to 2019, in which I presented myself as a candidate against Buhari.
Yeah.
You people still voted for Buhari.
No, we didn't vote.
Who did you vote for?
I didn't vote for Buhari.
You voted for Atiku?
Yes, I voted for Atiku as well.
You see, who asked you to vote for Atiku?
Sahara reporters.
But are you sharing all the responsibility? What he's saying is that you're also part of the people that brought him.
No. You are a journalist, have you? So, which journalism endeavor did you work? Don't cover it. Let's say Daily Trust. See, these are the Buhari people. Even as the government is falling apart, they are still supporting Buhari tomorrow.
No.
This super glue Daily Trust.
That's not right. We wouldn't have been here to cover this.
Buhari now like this.
I said, wouldn't have been here.
Like journalists, whether you support an endeavor or not, your first duty is to look for news.
We are
You
nationalistic
can
in our approach.
no,
We
it's
are
not
any
nationalism.
section.
Everybody knows the trust now. You know where you stand now.
Do you want us to profile Sahara and
Huh?
say it's southern?
No, you can't say that because even your northern brothers are accusing Sahara of supporting the northerner. Right here. So, how can you then turn around and say the southern is different?
The point is,
Just now, the point of not that saying that they supported the northern.
the point is we shouldn't run away from the responsibility. Yes, we brought it. But it messed up. We're now
Nobody brought.
against it.
No, what I'm saying is that you guys might have brought him, but I was not part of people that brought Buhari at all. And that is why tomorrow, I'm one of the people who can stand up and say Buhari must go because I've never met Buhari before in my life. I do not subscribe to his philosophy, and I don't want to meet. Even when he won election and requested that we should meet in New York at his first UN convention, UN General Assembly, I refused to go and meet. Go and ask Garba Shehu. Go and ask, what's his name? Garba Shehu. We call him Garba, you know, or Femi Adesina. I never met him. When I was in detention and they sent delegation to me, I refused to have anything to do
But
with them.
based on the composition we have today, who is your ideal person that can take this country out of the country?
Who's the ideal person to take over the country? Yes. To have it right in front of you. Yeah. But I know that you will not support it until you fail again. If the revolution had happened, we would not be calling for a referendum today. Because the people who want to secede from Nigeria, people have been denied justice for so many years. And what the revolution does first is to address monumental historical injustices. That is why France is still together today. It's the reason why Cuba is still together today. It's why America is flourishing as one of the biggest nations in the world. It's the same way China, as a country that had revolution, is what it is today. Every country that you see who are still together, despite their differences and diversity, come together because people who have grudges are able to express them by way of this fundamental change we call revolution. The people who are calling for revolution, go and look at our demands. We want to resolve all of these issues. But people who are against the revolution wants to keep the status quo ante in place. That is the reason why we are still. So, had we succeeded in 2019, you and everybody else will be happier today. This country would have been a place of light as opposed to darkness.
But why are you not exploring democratic means instead of
when we are talking about democracy, is it not the wishes of the majority? Absolutely. If the majority wants change, you cannot limit their desires and aspirations to a ballot box that already been compromised.
There's another process. Yes. They're talking about referendum.
Yes, exactly. Those people who are, let me just address that quickly. Those people who are calling for a referendum are also calling for a revolution. Because there's no referendum. No, there's no referendum in Nigeria, the so-called constitution. In fact, were these guys who are calling for referendum to be Sowore, they would have been detained by the DSS today.
They were arrested.
Yes, they would have arrested them. They would have said that they are trying to break up the country. Because typically, if your referendum succeeds and the Southwesterners say they are leaving, what do? You can't stop them. If the Southerners who have already almost completely left say they are leaving, what would you do? You would have broken up the Nigeria that you so much like to be united under any circumstances.
But wouldn't that be better, to balkanize the country democratically instead of violently?
No, but people are like, wait now, please.
One now.
Please, the country is not going to be in any way violent. If I was violent, I won't be here in a courtroom fighting for judicial justice. I would have been in the bush somewhere. You know, the people who are violent now, they are very well entrenched in Zamfara. They are entrenched in Borno. They are entrenched in Katsina, including Buhari's hometown. Do you know the reason why Buhari couldn't go home for his last vacation?
Tell us.
Because bandits seized a gun from the Air Force and they said he could bring down his plane. That was why he didn't go. The next trip he took has to be outside the country so that it's not far from the border.
How authentic is that narrative?
You are a journalist now. You know that the Wall Street Journal, at least by way of standard of journalism, and I know you are a journalist, would not go to town with a story that is a lie. It will destroy their credibility. Which one would you choose between Lai Mohammed and Wall Street Journal. You know now.
But you've had a response from the Nigerian Air Force. They said it is even unthinkable for someone to think that they will use that amount of money just to retrieve
20 million naira. Well, how does that compare to the amount of money we used in retrieving Chibok girls from Boko Haram, which is $5 million? How is that comparable?
It's a state obligation.
No. Wait, no. Yes, it's still part of the state obligation, but this time the state wants to lie. How is that comparable with the amount of money we used in retrieving Dapchi girls from Boko Haram? And Boko Haram girls, guys, after collecting that money, came to Dapchi to even give a lecture to the residents that, look, you better behave, otherwise we are coming back. So the state has already done even more egregious ransom payments to bandits. Even the government of Zamfara did say that they give vehicles to bandits. They give them money budgeted for by the state or not budgeted for. Now they are saying that they are not going to do it anymore because after paying them, they discover that they just buy more arms. So they are still thinking that they don't pay ransoms. This time they were caught, as the Americans would say, their hands were caught in a cookie jar.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
They've dropped it.
Yes.
We won.